Welcome to Calvin, the Digital Creative School. Webcam, here we go. What's up, everyone? So we're doing a little spontaneous live stream here because I am preparing the challenge for this Sunday for next week, and I thought, hey, why not just live stream it so people can see how, if they want to do some parts themselves, they can see how to do them. Because my plan with the challenges now is to give different kinds of difficulty levels, so everyone, it doesn't matter like their skill level, can participate, right? So I think I'm doing 3 skill levels, like an easy or like a baby level, medium level, and expert level. And the baby level will basically be the fully prepared scene, right? So like camera tracked, rotoscoped, kind of like environment shadow catcher build and environment lights, and then all they have to do is put in their characters or their set extensions. So basically just like building the environment, building some animation. So yeah, that's the baby level. So anyone could participate with that. And then the expert level is basically just using the footage. Yeah. So, and now I am basically gonna prepare the expert level. No, not the baby level, I mean. the easiest version. So yeah, let's get into it. Hey Wrench, what's up? You're back again. Very nice that you are joining the stream again. All right, let's check it. So I shot this little footage here with my friend Drew together, and it's basically him just walking and then pointing his finger gun into the air and shooting it, and then walking away. So yeah, and I mean, my idea with this was to like reveal like a big titan on the horizon, right? And then do like having some kind of superpower, like a laser or something, like destroys the titan. So yeah, it's people can do whatever they want to here. I think what's interesting about this challenge is the interaction between the main character and the background environment. So yeah, that should give you guys some interesting ideas, some interesting ways to have those two things interact with each other. So now I'm gonna figure out how to camera track and set up the 3D environment for this, because I'm pretty confident on doing it. But there's also like still a few open questions I need to figure out. For example, I think camera tracking should be not a problem. There's a lot of detail here, but what I want to try is to set up a fisheye lens in Blender that works with this shot, because the camera I used has a very wide fisheye. So I want to see if I can get that working in Blender, because I've never done that before. So yeah, that is what we're gonna try. But I think I need to undistort it first anyways for SynthEyes, for it to be able to camera track it. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of experimentation today. And that's also part of the challenge if you want to participate at the expert level. Alright, so let's start by flipping this footage around. I'm going to transform. Or actually, can I just resize it? Resize by 1080 by 120. Expect. Okay, so okay, that stretches it. So I need to transform it first. Transform angle 90 degrees. Okay, but that then stretches it completely. Okay, I think I don't need a resize, but I need a crop. So crop, yeah, and then I just keep centered, and then I switch these around. So 1080 by 1920. Yes, so now I have the full version here, uncropped but flipped around. And then I already have like a preset for my fisheye lens with the correct information in it to like undistort it. I think I want to figure out, because right now it's a macro, so we can't change it. So the way to change it is to open up an editor, a notepad. Here we go, and just copy paste the code in here. And then I'm gonna change, let's make this a bit bigger. I'm gonna change this from macro operator to group operator. And then we can just copy paste it again back in here. And now it's a group that we can open and we can look at the data here. Okay, so distortion is 1.758. And I just wanted to have this number because maybe we can reuse this number later in Blender. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so I got this. But something also that is a bit annoying is that we lost material in the footage that we could use to camera track. So I am thinking about increasing the resolution and then rendering it out together with everything. Wait, let me see if that would actually work. If I size this down, does the distortion hold up? Oh no, the distortion changes. Wait, if I do this and then I do a crop after this, but I scale it up. Oh no, it doesn't get the information back. Okay, so I guess I could just try to camera track this, just with less information. Yeah, I guess I'll just try that first, because it might end up working. Okay, cool. So yeah, I need to export this, and then put it into Synthesize. Let me reset the transformation here. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna export this as a MP4. We can do that with a quick export actually. So yeah, just H264 master. Yes, export that into my current projects here. Weekly challenge, Titan attack, footage. Right now, actually, I'll create a new folder here. Cam track. Let's call this undistorted footage v1. Okay, it's exporting. I'm gonna open up Synthesize already. Back. Okay. It's in here. Oh, actually, I think I will do something before. Oh, actually, yeah, I think I'm actually gonna create a mask, a roto of Ju here already, so it doesn't track him. Yeah, let me do that, because I think it's gonna make everything easier with the camera tracking. So let's add a magic mask here. Magic mask. Then I'm gonna look for a good frame of him. Actually, let me change the workspace here so we have those a bit bigger. Fusion preset, mid flow. There we go. Just one frame is enough. Okay, cool. Let's go to a frame where we see a lot of him. Maybe around here. Okay. Let's paint a line over him. And we could probably also do a luminance key because his clothing is so dark. It should be easily recognizable. Oh, but this works pretty well. Okay, we got that magic mask. What was that sound? Oh, synthesizer, see. Yeah, just save that, it's okay. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's do a better version. Yeah, looks pretty solid. Okay, let's just track this. Oh, the tracking is a bit slow. Usually it's faster than this. Okay, I guess we just gotta wait for a bit. Maybe we just do the tracking here in parallel. I think I'll just do Yeah, you know what? While this is doing that, I'm just gonna do full manual tracking here, just manual point tracking. So let's go to trackers. Let's add this magic wand here so we can easily add new points. And then I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna start from the last frame and just pick some nice dots here that we can track. For example, this one. And then we're gonna use the method bright in darkness. So it snaps to a highlight inside of a dark area like this. All right, we're gonna switch backwards tracking and here we go. Here we have to disable the track. We wait until it's visible again. There it is. Kind of like here. Backwards. There we go. Okay, here it is being hidden again. Now actually if we press 5 on the keyboard, we follow the tracker, which is pretty useful. Let's enable it again and continue tracking. Turn it off here again. Then we wait until it reappears over there. Very nice. Yeah, I think we can totally do this because usually you also don't need that many tracking points. So I think if I just do a few very high quality tracking points, I think we should be fine with this method. But we do need the we gotta turn it off there real quick. We do need the magic mask anyways. So yeah, that can just happen in the background while we do this. Okay, perfect. This one is very solid. Let's lock it. Go back to the end again, and let's track. What's a very high quality track? Oh, I think this sign here, this traffic sign here should be very good. There's a lot of RGB data, so I'm going to switch back to this RGB method. And let's track it. Oh, is it? Oh, it's actually pretty stable. Okay. Tracking, tracking, tracking. Oh, it left the frame. It also automatically disabled, so that's fine. I'm just going to wait until it reappears again. There it is. Keep tracking. Oh, okay, we got it disabled here. Disabled. It doesn't appear again. Ah, there it is. Tracking. Disable it right here. Will it appear again? I'm not sure. Maybe Ju was like in front of it the whole time now. Oh, it's sometimes visible here. I guess I guess I'll just track it throughout because if there's consistency with tracking points in 3D tracking, it really helps the software to understand where those points really are in 3D space. It should make it much more solid. Let's use this little time window here too. Sky crosses it. Here it's visible again. Oh, but not for long. Disable it here again. Okay, let's see. Do we see it again? No. Okay, let's lock that. Now let's maybe try this antenna up here. Could work. Let's see. Yeah, should work pretty well. Whoa, why is it jumping around like that? Okay, here we go. Maybe we actually see this antenna throughout the whole shot. Just when we switch perspectives, when we switch shoulders, it's... Oh, shit. Just completely got destroyed by this guy. Yeah, and we're back. Oh wait, why did it stop? Oh no, it's fine. Just keep tracking. What the hell? Why is it like fully escalating? What? Oh, it's over there. Is it turning off? Okay, I don't understand why it's behaving so strangely right now. And yes, okay, got it. The next one, let's do this crane back here. I think that should also be pretty good. Whoa, enough. And on again. Oh, the knee destroyed it. Off here. Let's turn it on again here. Nice. Okay, so this one's also finished. I think we should get like around 8 tracking points that are visible throughout the majority of the shot. Let's continue with the back here. I want to do some on the floor, so maybe let's try this right spot here. Because usually you want some tracking points on the floor so you can have your floor plane very locked in. Now this one is jiggling around a little bit. Maybe I'll change the search radius a little bit like that. Yeah, it's a bit jiggly, but I think it still gives us some good information. Oh, okay, we're losing it here. Switching sides, okay, that reappears. Nice. Oh, the card. Enable. Enable again. Okay, oh, it's about to. Oh, yeah, it disappears here. Very hard to see. Okay, let's lock that. Let's get another point on the floor. Maybe we can try this one. This one's also pretty bright. Maybe this again. It needs to be bigger. Yeah, no, it needs to be bigger because it needs to see kind of like darkness and the bright spot between it. Reappears here. Okay, nice. Still pretty good. Let's scale it down a little bit. And yeah, that's where it disappears. Nice. Other objects here, maybe. Maybe I'll just do some like automatic tracking and just delete the ones that are broken. So yeah, let's just try that. So these ones are really good now. So let's just do some automatic tracking with features. Blip, no, not clear. Blips frames. It's going to create like a ton of tracking markers. You can see here. And I'm going to peel all. So that basically gave us clear all blips. This basically gave us a lot of small tracking points. And I'm just going to remove the ones that are like not where it's supposed, where there's not supposed to be any tracking markers, like on this bird, for example. Did work out pretty well for the majority. Bird. It's fine. This one is a bit jiggly, should be fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's do some changes to this algorithm here. Let's change this to 14, the search sizes, and this one to 30. And then let's do it again. Blips all frames. Heal all and clear all blips. And now we have some more new tracking markers. They're a bit more chaotic, but I think they should still help to make it more stable in general. Delete them here. Some birds. Should have done all of them in the beginning and then deleted them, because now I have to do the same thing multiple times. I don't think this one's very stable. This one probably also not so stable. With this one, also the ones in the sky here. Yeah, I don't want any tracking markers on him, because even if he stands still, like, humans can never be perfectly still, so it will always introduce some noise in the solve. Looks, oh, not tracking on the birds, please. Maybe also not on this one. That looks fine. Oh, I already see this one is pretty bad. Okay, yeah, let's solve it. Let's see what we get. Honestly, I could add like very high quality trackers to this stuff here, but let's just see how good it is already. So silver, automatic, go. Yo, Eric, Klua, how are you doing? Thanks for coming by again. Let's see what how the track turned out. Forward play. Seems pretty good. Yeah. Delete some tracking points that don't seem right. The ones in the sky, I don't think they're very solid. Seems? Yeah, it seems to be pretty solid. So I'm gonna delete some bad trackers here. I'm gonna do that 2 times. We should have less bad trackers, and then switch this to refine. There we go. Yeah, now we have 0.6 pixels of error. That should be pretty good. Okay, as the final check, let's go to the 3D view. Quad perspective, lock this to the camera, pan 2D. And then I wanna, oh yeah, I need to lock the coordinates to the floor first. You can do that. Wait, let's switch to the camera again. Alright, so I'm gonna go to this overview window here. And I'm gonna choose my own trackers, because most of the time they are the most solid. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna choose 3 trackers on the floor that will give me the coordinate system. So I clicked on that button, and then I choose this one, and this one. Click yes. And then we have our whole scene orientated on the floor. We should be able to see that here. Yes, perfect. Yes. So now the ground grid is on the ground. Oh, but we can see it's a bit jittery. At least in the beginning. And it's also not like perfectly following along. So maybe the orientation is a little off. Yeah, we can see it's a little off here. Oh, but also this is a garage, so it went down. Let's just try to adjust it a little bit ourselves. Let's see, whole rotation. And then I'm gonna rotate this to be downwards a little bit. It's fine. Looks kind of correct. Oh, we're a bit tilted. I'm just like adjusting it manually now to like dial it in. Oh, we have a little bit of jittering here in this transition moment. Yeah, no, we can't have jitter here, so I'm gonna go back and add some additional tracks to that moment. So what is here that we can track? I mean, not much. That's why I was a bit sad that we had to crop in with after the lens distortion, because we're losing image that we could theoretically use for tracking. So I'll just try to... Oh, maybe I should just smoothen it. Maybe... Yeah, I think just smoothing the results should be fine. Let's check out the graph here. So where are we? I can actually use this again to fix some more tracks, refine it, and then also add some filter here, a little bit to all the axes. Supply filter. Let's refine it again. Okay. Do we still have jitter? No more jitter. Okay, nice. Okay, I think that's good. Let's perspective. Let's see if the floor feels solid. Yeah, we're traveling along it. That's pretty good. Yeah, that looks good so far. It looks like we're a little bit tilted. It's... Oh, I guess we could orientate this line here. Oh yeah, we could orientate this line on the real street line there. A bit more. Yeah, I guess that should be good. Something doesn't feel right to me. Like, this feels a little wobbly. Do you know what I mean? So this. Doesn't feel like it's fully aligned yet. Seems pretty good in general, but not perfect. There's a floatiness to it, which could be the filter. I think I would disable the filter and just remove the kind of like the wobbliness in Blender by removing the keyframes on those points. Let's try that again. Turn that off. And have a nice weekend. And then calculate it again. See? Yeah, feels more solid to me now. Yeah, this jittering I will remove in Blender. Yeah, I would say this feels pretty solid. Maybe like I would rotate it a little bit more. Direction here. Slant it a little bit more up, like so. Let's check it. Yeah, that feels pretty solid. Yeah, and then I'll just remove some jitter in Blender later from the camera animation. But it looks pretty solid. Okay, cool. I think we got it. Saving that. The rotor and resolve, is it finished? Okay, so it rotated a little bit more than it should have here. Kaloa Eric, you're asking what I'm preparing. I'm preparing this, the next 2 weeks challenge, the render challenge that we're gonna work on over the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna reveal it fully on Sunday and upload the project file on Sunday, so you can start, next week basically. Okay, it's solid. There's a few mistakes. We could fix those later. But for now, I'm gonna do the Blender stuff. All right. So let's export this to Blender Python. Save it. I already set it up so it opens up Blender automatically. And then I can just copy paste it into my own project file. New Blender instance. Titan. What's it called again? Titan attack. Paste this over to my project, to my standard startup file here. Camera. There we go. Remove my standard camera, or should I? Wait, can I actually select this here? Okay, I'll just remove my standard camera. And the focus point, I guess we also don't need. Okay, camera. Yes. Okay, we need to change the resolution here and the frame rate, 50 FPS, and then 1080 by 1020. And then also in here, we should set the background image to, yeah, back. Oh, it already is, okay. So one thing we need to change now is the scaling, because SynthEyes doesn't automatically detect the correct scaling, so we have to do that ourselves. There are ways to like to add constraints in SynthEyes, so it knows what, like, from what point to what point would be a meter, and then it can scale it accordingly. But yeah, I don't know. I just do it in Blender by eye. Not completely by eye. I use the reference character model here. So what I usually do is I select the whole camera tracking empty here, and then I am moving it around with 3D cursor, and then I can basically position our guy. Let me remove the ground plane here and the box. We don't need those. Then I can scale, rotate, and position our guy to fit our main actor. So this is also rotation. Should look in that direction. Okay, and then when I play it back, okay, Now we need to go to this frame here. This is way better. See its real scale here. Okay, so I'm going basically for foot placement. So I'm trying to like place the CG character's foot where, oops, where the real person's feet are. Something like this. That seems correct. Yeah, that seems like it's working. Yeah, let's see if it also looks like it's staying in place. It's a bit jittery. I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, it looks pretty solid in place. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, cool. Let's fix the camera jitter. Oh, actually, I'm gonna rotate it around so this guy looks like he is looking towards us. So when we add new objects, it also will look like they are facing towards the camera automatically. I think that's a good startup setup. Okay, cool. We got this guy. Alright, let's fix the camera a little bit. I'm going to disable the trackers so we don't see them because they are a bit messy, a bit much. Let me actually save this already too. Projects, recharge, Titan attack, 3D, Titan attack, light, V1, sucker. Alright, let's go here into animation. Switch this to a graph editor. Honestly, I don't know why this is not a graph editor by standard. I'm going to switch this to normalize so we can see all the curves. I'm also going to make this much bigger. So now we have all the camera information here. We're able to see already like a big spike here. So I'm thinking of just basically going to that time and space and just removing these keyframes. Yeah, I think I can just zoom in and basically just remove the big hiccups. Are these hiccups in all of the data? No, data. Really? Okay, so I guess I can just remove it from the parts that look weird. So which is mostly this data here. Okay, let me try something. I'm gonna delete this stuff. This stuff is very noisy. Stuff is very noisy. Let's just get rid of all of this. Let's see. And then there's also like really some big jumps here, so let's get rid of these. This one. Some jumps here. I'm thinking if I should just remove all keyframes in this area in general. Let me try that actually. Just remove all of these keyframes in that transition moment. Maybe all of them except for this one in the middle here. So we have this a little bit off. Oh! I think we kept the wrong keyframe here. I'll delete some more. True. Some jittering here, so we'll delete some more here. That could work. Oh, if this is solid. What happens? Yeah, not bad. I think it works. The uh, the tracking doesn't go like super weird here. Let's just add a cube. Yeah, make sure it's on the axis. Okay, so we just gotta make sure that this cube doesn't look like it's moving around like crazy during the transition. It looks okay. So if I scale this up and put it way back there, does it also feel like it's staying in place? Pretty much. Yes, I would say this is pretty much working. All the way back, like as if this cube is the Titan, even more back. Oh, that reminds me, we probably have to like set a very high end setting here. Let's just do 2000 meters. Let's see how far we can bring this back. Yeah. Probably needs to be even wider, yeah. Let's bring it back like to 1000 meters. Scale it up. Okay, then this maybe the endpoint should be at 4000 meters. Should still work. Yeah, okay, transition point, let's see. Looks fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think the camera is fine like this. I think we can work like this. Okay, cool. Now let us. I am noticing a little bit that it's kind of like floating, so I'm not super sure if the ground plane is positioned correctly yet. It could be correct, but we gotta do a few more tests for that. Okay. So we got this. I was thinking of creating like a very rough blockout of the scene, so people can use that as light blockers and light catchers already. So I think I'm gonna set that up already. Cube. Maybe I will not use this as a cube, but we will have this guy. I'm gonna keep this guy. This is a reference. I'm also gonna put him as like a Titan reference in the back. So just make him big. Big Titan reveal looks pretty cool. Nice. Okay, cool. I think my goal is also to like have the compositing completely done in Blender, even though we don't need to. But I think it would be cool to be able to just like render the finished video straight out of Blender for people who with the baby with the baby template. So you could just participate just by creating an environment and clicking render. Yep, I'll do that. Okay, so I think we got this pretty solid now. So what I would do next is getting the different masks. So let's go back to Resolve here. Okay, so we almost got the mask from our main guy here. Whoops. So what I usually do with Magic Mask, I usually just keep how it is, and then just for the parts where it didn't work, I am creating a new Magic Mask and then basically fading between them. So for here, for example, I'll create a new Magic Mask, put that in here too, and then I'm gonna try again to go to him. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't want that part. Let's switch to better mode. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Oh wait, a little bit. We can still use a little bit of his foot in the front here. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's his foot. This is his foot, but this is not. Okay, I guess that's fine. All right, let's check that also. Oh, it's tracking faster now, I think. Okay, here we don't need it anymore. So stop it, because here we have our other mask that works already very, very well. So yeah, okay. So basically now I am switching from this one to this one. Let's do a multi-merge so we can switch between all kinds of masks. This one, this one. Yes, we need a background, just like a transparent background in the main entrance. Like that. Switch this and then this. So now we should be able to wait, what? Ah, the background needs to be the correct resolution. 80 by 10 and 20. Okay. So now we can enable and disable every layer that we need. For example, this one, yeah, this one should be, oh, did I just switch it around? I think so. This one, I can disable it. Blend. Yeah, so this is disabled, and I will only bring it in the moment where it works, so which is right here. Yeah, so I'll put a keyframe here, and then I'll go back one frame and disable it completely. And for the other mask, I will do the opposite. It will be completely disabled here and completely enabled here. So it's basically the other mask is taking over at this point. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's see where else we have a problem with the masks. Oh, there's some stuff here. Ah, trees. We could try to do a new one here. Let's just give it a shot. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna get fully rid of the trees. Maybe this is just something we have to live with, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see. On our guy here, a line. Seems a little better. Okay, if I just enable better, then paint this out. It does look a bit better. Okay, let's see if I track it, if it's also if it stays like this. Not really. Yeah, I don't think this is doing it. I don't think this is doing it much better than what we already had. Yeah, this is already pretty solid. Yeah, only here we need to do a new mask because it's getting us the background here too. I'm just gonna try, yeah, because at the end it doesn't work at all anymore, so I'm just gonna try it tracking from here. This is gonna be difficult to the right here because he's very dark and the bridge is also very dark here. Yeah, that could be a difficult moment. Maybe we're not gonna get him like fully clean here. It's kind of fine. Okay, let's try it. Like that. It's a bit flickery in the back there, and we don't have his arm. In general, this is good, so we can... Oh, shit, the bridge comes back. Okay, this is good. Okay, so from this point onwards, we need this arm, I guess. From this point, it's pretty good. Not perfect, but it's okay. Maybe, yeah, I'll just use this mask. Maybe just for the real end, when we also don't see his hand anymore, because we still need to get his hand back. Just from here, yeah. Okay. 3, land on, and then we're gonna disable it completely here. Also, I want to disable the other one that is not working well. So this is pretty good. Yeah, this part we don't want. So it's very good up to this point. Land is still on here, and then the next frame. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. No, keep it to this point, and then not any longer. So I think, yeah, it's this one. The next frame is gone, and that means I basically need a new mask here. Try here with the bridge, so just make sure that it's not polluted. Try that. Let's try to paint the mask here. Still bridge. Let's try to remove it. Okay, that's good. Now that looks pretty solid. Okay, I hope it tracks it this way too. Almost. I think it's fine. Yeah, I mean, this is something we could easily handle with like rotoscoping. Just get rid of that little part there, which I think we have to do like manual rotoscoping to get that part out. Why is it so slow tracking this now? It used to be so fast. Let's go back to Blender in the meantime. Let's set up some basic geometry. Also have our 3D points here. We can use those for seeing where in 3D space something really is. Okay, so that's in set. I'm gonna create a shadow catcher. collection, and then I'm gonna just basically block out the environment very roughly. Do one huge plane for the ground. Enable shadow catcher. Yeah, shadow catcher. Or maybe just indirect? Yeah, I think shadow catcher is the right thing. And then at the end I also want to project the footage onto the geometry. So I think shadow catcher should be right. It's actually not scaled up so big because the geometry projection doesn't work so well with huge planes. It's just right here. I wanted to kind of like go all the way up to the entrance of the parking garage, because that one actually is curved down a little bit. This to extend all the way back here. All the way back. This also all the way over here. I know I just said big big meshes don't work well for this, but fuck it. We're doing it. This goes all the way to here. And I guess I could root it down a little bit and like follow these empties. Yeah, let's try that. Some ring cuts here. It's more detailed, because we need this for the UV projection later anyways. Alright, let me just do a normal subdivide. Yeah, nice. Then we can this all down. Usually if you do this pretty rough, it's fine. It doesn't need to be super detailed usually. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see, this is kind of like intersecting with that. That's not so good. This is better. So we're gonna subdivide this plane a little bit. Okay. All right, let's add some new objects here. I think I'm gonna hide it for now, because otherwise I can't see in this viewport. And I'm also gonna disable the references. Okay, let's add this little pillar here. Click there. I'm gonna see which empty is actually positioned there, which should be one of these, yeah. Yeah, so this is a good starting point to put our pillar, our cylinder. It's up one, and then I'm gonna change the location to 0. Should be able to just scale it in a way where it matches the real pillar. I think enabling a wireframe actually helps with this. Yeah, maybe I can keep the plane that way too. Yeah, okay, wireframe is a good way to do this. Yeah, that seems to overlap. Yeah, that seems good. Maybe I should rotate it a little bit. Oh, maybe not rotate it, but pushing it. I think it's a bit of a rotation, so I'm just gonna rotate it slightly. Okay, that seems to be fitting. Okay, nice. I'm not sure if this floor really matches. It looks like it's matching. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, I think I wanna try to like build this bridge, like do like a rough block out of this bridge too. Which looks like it's over here, right? Cube here. Just gonna first of all move it in this direction and also in this direction. And then let's just scale it as big as the bridge. So rotating it. Ah, almost. Ah, I guess this is more like it. Yeah, that looks like it matches. Almost, yeah. Go. Okay, cool. Yeah, then I will just change the mesh a little bit by bringing this corner or this edge down like that. Like this. Yeah, I think so. And then just extruding this into the back. Oh, quite like that. Should stay straight. Yeah, I think that's solid. Yeah. Do we have other tracking points in the 3D viewport, like on the buildings or something? Okay, I think honestly, I think it's fine now to just add a background plane where the footage gets projected on. And then we should be fine. And we could add the car. Maybe that's cool too. Yeah, right. Yeah, let's just try to block out the car very roughly. You just need to scale it to fit the shape of the car. This is 1 meter wide. Maybe it should be a bit wider. I guess it should be a bit wider. Maybe. Okay. And then I'm just gonna. Yeah, no, I'll shape it right now already. Am I using the right axes? Yeah, okay. Oh, that wasn't the right axis. So the axis is Shift Y. Y, something like that. Yeah. Okay, I think that's almost good. Good enough at least. Yeah, I think so. Okay, and now let's just roughly animate it. Keyframe here, then see the last frame of it. So it should be here, around here. Then, yeah, I'm just gonna push it all the way out. Let's go to the first frame where we see it, which is there. I want to change this to linear. I don't want Blender to do any funky animation trickery. Let's adjust the positions where it doesn't fully fit. Yeah, it's not a perfect shape of the car. I think it should be enough for what we're doing here. I just want to give the people the possibility to put stuff in between the car, or like behind or in front of the car. Yeah. Adjust the mesh a little bit here. Should be fine. That works. Yeah. I guess that's fine. It's not too correct, but since the focus isn't on it and it's moving fast, it should be working pretty well. Okay. Noise. Okay, so we got the car. Yeah, I think this is... Oh yeah, I remember. We need the background also. The background is enough if it's just one single plane here. Yes, and then just put it all the way in the back. I'm gonna put this like all the way in the back, so it's like behind everything as far as it can go, which was like 4,000, right? So let's do 3,500 meters. Oh yeah, that's getting cut off, so let's do 3,000, 3,200? Or just 3,000? Oh wait, we can also angle it, I guess. That, and then just like rotate it down a little bit. Angle it. It doesn't need to be that big, actually. Okay, so now we just gotta make sure it is always overlapping the whole view, which it's not doing here. That. Here we might just need another one. That. Yeah, so these planes are basically just catching the video texture too. These planes are getting projected on. Okay, that seems fine. And then just for safety, I am going to just to be sure that there's like projection surface everywhere. I am just going to add... I should just extend these edges outside. Yeah, let's just extend these all the way. This So like this. It's very messy, but it should work. So there should be. Oh, I think I saw a little bit of a corner there. Out. Just these a bit wider. Actually, we only need this one to be a bit wider. Yes. Okay, so we should have surface everywhere now. Nice. Do we need some more surface? Oh, I guess this wall to the left here. Yeah, this wall to the left here should have something. It should be positioned here too, so let's just add a cube here. Position isn't quite right. Is there like empty? Just gonna try a few different depths here. Oh, okay, it's definitely the other direction. Pretty sure. That, yeah, it's that direction, but this was a bit much. Maybe just the tracking. Maybe the tracking just isn't so solid here at this point. It could be. You know what? I'll just animate it to have it fit perfectly. Yeah, I see it jumping around a little bit. Okay, so let's just animate it because we're not gonna focus on the depth of this object very in detail anyway, so that should be fine if we just animate it a little bit to fit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, now let's try to project the texture on it. Now that means we're going to switch to material preview here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now we see only the shaded materials, and now we need to project. And we can do that by, first of all, I'm going to create a new shader here for the ground. Shader of the world object, new footage. Yeah, just call this footage, should be easily understandable. Footage in here, the undistorted footage. Here. This in pink base color, or let's just go with emission first. And then we're going to select all the shadow catcher objects and link the materials. So everything has that material now. Why don't we see that here though? I see it here. But not here. Yes, everything is still white here. What? Ah, because strength is 0. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Base color can also be that material. Okay, nice. And now we need to project the UV maps from the camera onto these meshes. We can do that here with the modifiers. For project, UV project. Camera is this one. The aspect ratio is 9:16. Alright, and we can already see that there's some glitchiness happening here, and that is because of... oh wait! We need to enable auto refresh, I think. And frames, we need to have 702 frames. Okay, so this is working. Yeah, now I think we just need to add subdivision modifiers on the surfaces that are not showing correctly. And yeah, so 6,000, a little bit wider. Actually, let's do 4,000, so it's all synced up. Okay, yes, I think these just need subdivisions. Subdivision surface, simple. No, that doesn't. I think my friend Flo's coming over to pick up some hard drives. Ah, okay. I think he's here. I'm gonna let him in. I'll see you guys in a moment. In a sec, I'm gonna put in the intermission screen. Alright, see you in a moment. All right, we're back. Back on track. What's this? Okay, so yeah, let's figure this out. Okay, so these are not projected correctly at all. Oh, I remember why. Because we only have the UV projection on one of these objects. Yes, so we need to copy that over to all of them. We can do that by selecting all of them and then Control L, copy modifiers. There we go. Yes, okay, and now we should be able to add the subdivision surface where we need more definition. Okay, let's do that. Oh yeah, it needs to be in front and then it looks pretty accurate. 3, 4. Okay, 4 seems to be a good level. This looks good. Yes, okay, so yeah, now we just have to subdivide the meshes where the mapping doesn't work correctly. Subdivision. Also 4. I guess I should go with 4 everywhere. Maybe I think I'll just select all of them again and then just copy over that with the subdivisions. Okay, that seems to work pretty well. Yeah, okay. And I'm mainly doing this just for having the correct reflections on the objects that are being added. So we can test that out in a moment. Right, let me reduce these on places where we don't actually need it because I don't want it to be too heavy. Oh, and also we need to remember to... Oh wait, yeah, we can have it like high in the render, but then the viewport it can stay a bit lower. 2. This one needs 3 though, or even 4. Let's do 6 on the render, so it's extra sharp. Okay. And also, I don't want it to reflect. So where was that? Oh, here, repeat, clip, mirror. And maybe extend is a good idea because then the objects should still get the brightness information, but also it might be a bit too flickery. Could be fine. All right, let's just see how an object looks like now in this environment. We might also need to add a little bit of light, right? So yeah, let's just see. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna enable shadow catcher on all of these. Wait, is this already? One of these were already a shadow catcher, but I think I can just make the whole collection a shadow catcher. Yeah, I can just make this whole collection a shadow catcher like this. Yeah, and if I add object now, it should already kind of work. I don't want to see the textures in this mode here. Just random colors is fine. Okay, so let's add an object here. Let's just start with a cube, I guess. Okay, there's no shadows yet. I don't see any shadows. Let's add a sunlight. Yeah. Oh, because I'm in Eevee. Eevee doesn't have proper shadow catchers. At least it got the cutoff thing. Like, it doesn't cast shadows, but at least it works somewhat. So let's switch over to cycles. Oh, why is it so bright? That's very bright. Because, oh yeah, this has a lot of brightness. Still a lot of brightness? What is the environment map here? Okay, so I think I'll just disable this completely. It might be way too bright. Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, this guy is actually kind of similar to what we have, so I guess we can keep that. Let's have our sunlight again here. So I want to see shadows, basically. Let's see, objects casting shadows onto the ground. I'm also a bit confused why it takes so long to recalculate. Okay, so I don't see any shadows being cast. We do this. Okay, so we do see a shadow here, and I want that shadow to be also there when we render, or when like it's transparent. Shadow catcher. Direct only? No. If I just turn this into a shadow catcher, then we have the shadows. Okay, so maybe I need to do it that way. Select all of them and turn them all into shadow catchers. Okay, that worked. Okay, that's kind of sad though, like that I can't just make this whole collection a shadow catcher. For some reason that doesn't work. Okay, so this shadow catcher, we need transparency. Transparent, yes. There we go, okay. Yes, now we got it working properly. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, we got the shadows now. Yeah, we got the light, we got the shadows. Cool. Okay. I think we are pretty far now. Much more to do. I want to make sure that the sky is the same color. Wait. So this is a little bit emissive. I think that should help to get the correct colors to the objects. Maybe not actually, maybe actually not make it diffuse. I'm just experimenting here. I'm not super sure what the correct approach is. Let's see. Still don't get the shadows. We don't get the shadows. So maybe we do need some diffuse color to get the shadows. Yeah. Where are the actual shadows now? Oh, because this is turned off completely, that's why. What? Okay, I'm confused. I don't see any shadows anymore. I see like a little bit of ambient occlusion. Oh, we do have the shadows now. Okay, that seems to be correct. Let's enable our test characters here. Okay, so I basically want them. I want all these objects to already look kind of like they're in the right place. Would be doable by making this sunlight pretty soft. Degrees of 20. Okay, definitely see the sun shining over the bridges. Let's try to replicate that. If we disable the shadow catcher on this object, we can see where the shadow should hit, where the sun should hit. Basically, we want to have the shadow of the bridge line up with the shadow of wall here. These need to be changed a little bit. These should not create shadows. No shadows from these. Ah, okay, that could have been a problem. Yeah, that's maybe why we didn't get any light sometimes. Okay. Ah, yeah, now it's also way more fluid for some reason. Okay, so this is where the shadow goes. Way faster now. Very good. Yeah, this is starting to look pretty good. The shadow needs to be a bit softer. It was a bit cloudy that day. Okay. Should be fine. Maybe we can, when we look at the car, maybe we could figure out where the shadows should come from. There's the car. There, let's look at it. Do we see any clear shadows? Wait, I can just do that in Resolve. Seems a bit overcomplicated. Look at the car here. Ah, it's not in the sun. Ah, that's why we don't see the shadows. Oh, but also we have a lot of... Wait, no, that's not... Oh, it's like a little corner of shadow. So it's definitely from... Because we see the shadow um, of the mirror here on the car, so the sun should... Yeah, I think I've got a feeling where the sun should come from. Yeah, it's not coming from the back, because then this side of the car would be dark. It needs to come actually from this side a little bit. Yeah, for it to be able to light this side of the car, it needs to come from the front a little bit. This maybe. Take this again, so the shadow of if the bridge matches. I think I see it there. Yes. That should be fine. Okay, cool. Let's make all of these shadow catches again. Go. Oh, except for... Oh, I guess these backplates, they shouldn't be catching shadows. They should just be invisible to the camera. Oops. Guess something like this, yeah. Yeah, I guess something like this. Okay, I think we're almost there. Now we just need to dial in the intensity of the sun. Yeah, it's getting closer. I think this is pretty close. Cool. Yeah, one more thing I wanted to get was... Should we just kind of like lazily do like a 3D cutout of that, of the sky? I think we can do that. We can do that. Frame. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll just create like a rough shape for the sky there. All the way in the back here. Like right there. Shadow Catcher Collection. Okay. Big enough. Oh, actually, no, I don't need plane. I just need basically a point, and then I'll just extrude it. Yeah, then I'll just extrude it. Okay, so let's turn off the reference. Where's my point? Here's my point. Okay, so now I'll basically just like roughly outline the shape. Let's not do that for now. Let's just do like the very solid parts. Yeah, I'm just doing the solid buildings now, basically. It's like have a 3D cutout of those parts. The time a little bit, it should stick in place completely. Not perfect in place. Here you can kind of see more of it. I'm not sure if this is useful at all, because I think I'm gonna create a luminance mask later anyways for this stuff. Okay. Let's see. Let's just like this all the way out here. It's moving a little bit. We could animate it. Maybe we should. So it's probably because of this change of perspective here. Wait, so where's it lining up? Is that last frame? Okay, so this definitely isn't perfect. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's animate it a little bit so it stays where it should be. This all looks good. It's moving a little bit here. So let's keep in here. It's already kind of misaligned here, so let's move it a little bit here. This point, and then let's see. Seems fine. Yeah, then it seems fine. Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay. And then we give this. Oh, we need to fill the shape, of course. Flip it. And then give it the same material and the same modifiers. Modifiers. Oh, something didn't work with this? Why wouldn't this work? We need to triangulate it first. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. Down here it's definitely a bit messed up, so let's maybe try to bring this in the front. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Alright, we got that, and then we also need the same shader footage. Okay, now I think it should look like the tightness behind it, right? Oh, yeah, also this needs to be a shadow catcher. There we go. Yeah, now it's got a rough mask already. Also, we can set the camera depth of field to match the real recording. I think I remember, if I remember correctly, we had an aperture of 16. So yeah, depth of field, 16. Focus point was very close, maybe like 2 meters, 1 meter. It could be that because the scaling is off, that the f-stop isn't completely correct. So I think I'm just gonna dial it in. Just gonna dial it in manually. That's about right. Yeah, then just a general blur on top of everything to make it feel more realistic anyways. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid starting point. I'm a little curious how it looks like when we have something standing in the midground here. It's just so let's just duplicate and put it in the midground. And that does look pretty good. Yeah, here it's in the shade and then it's in the sun. Yeah, that's not bad. The shadow is a bit too dark. Yeah, it's definitely darker than the real shadow here. Is there a way to fix that? Let's see. Maybe by increasing the emission of this. Oh yeah, I think that actually does fix it. Yeah, I think we're almost there. Yeah, I think that's cool. Oh, we could just do like a basic compositing setup. Let's try that out. To like mix them together. All right. See you tomorrow. I'll see you on Monday, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, for this I think I need to render out a frame. Let's just do that. Yeah, let's try it. Mating a lights, building tree. That's usually doesn't take that long. Maybe that's because of the subdivision things I have on some of these meshes. Yeah, maybe it shouldn't be so high because it was already good in the viewports. Yeah, so and we don't see it anyway. So let's just match it with the viewport settings. Takes a little bit long to render. I'm a bit surprised by that. Ah, the object ID pass. I don't think we actually need. Or maybe we should just keep it enabled. Why not? Could be useful for some people. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to render it again with less subdivisions now. Should be faster. Let's see. Yeah, I'm wondering a little bit why it's taking so long to render. Shouldn't